Hi there! Today I am going to give you a tutorial step by step on using Dreamweaver Color Solutions inks on glossy white paste. As you can see, I created this card here using 3 different colors of Color Solution alcohol inks and the glossy white paste. Here is the Dreamweaver's glossy white paste, Velvet Blue Color Solutions alcohol inks, Sizzling Silver, which is a metallic alcohol ink, Gold Star, which is another metallic alcohol ink, and we're going to use the Color Solutions alcohol ink thinner and cleaner. Dreamweaver Stencils has also put together this very unique little felt applicator. There are Velcros on either end of the jar, and inside of the jar is the storage for all of the felt pieces. The felt pieces are little wool felt, and they simply adhere to either end for nice daubing of your alcohol ink. The stencil I used for this project was the Flower Quatrefoil, a new release from January CHA, and I have already done one pasting with the Flower Quatrefoil stencil, so I am going to paste with the glossy white paste another for you. So I simply put my paper down, and we're going to adhere the stencil to the paper with removable tape. This first piece of tape is going to act as my hinge, so after I paste my project, I can simply remove my paper by lifting the stencil like this. So we secure all 4 sides to make sure that the stencil won't be moving around as we paste. Again, I'm using removable tape. I like to have all the edges covered, and I didn't really do a very good job there. Alright, secure. So with my glossy white paste, I use my palette knife and my paste spreader. And how this works is I like to use the back of the palette knife, and I grab some paste, about that much, and I simply spread it on the paste spreader. And I more than likely will not use this much paste, but I want to make sure that I get good coverage. So I put my paste spreader at an angle, and I slide it over the open areas of the stencil. The paste spreader works very good for the more opened area stencils. You get even coverage. Oops. And a smooth surface. And then you can just take your excess and put it right back into the jar. And then I like to drop both of my tools into a dish of water, and then remove your removable tape from the edges. Leaving your hinge at the top. That's how you're going to remove the paper. Like that. And then I'll just set that aside to dry. And my stencil goes in the water. That way the paste does not dry on the stencil, which would be hard to remove. Alright, so I've already have one that I've pasted beforehand, And I'm going to clean my stencil, and I'm going to place it back on the project. Clean, dry stencil is going back over the top of the sheet that I have already pasted and dried with the white glossy paste. I'm going to secure my stencil back over the project again so I don't get inks where I don't want. This time I'm not as diligent of securing all the sides. I just don't want to get ink on the part that I would like to keep white. So here we are, stencil back in place. The only area showing is the glossy white paste. So now I'm going to take my felt applicators and I'm going to put a few drops of the Blue Velvet alcohol ink on the applicator, and I'm just going to pounce where I would like the color. That looks pretty good. I'm now going to take my metallics, and these do need to be shook in. As you can hear, there's a little silver ball in there, and it's mixing up the sparkle. So I'm going to put a small daub of the silver and a small daub of the gold. And again, I'm going to continue my pouncing, just applying color where I want. No rhyme or reason, just making it fun. And as you can see from the completed project, my focal image looks a lot different than this. And the way to achieve a more muted look of color is we use the Color Solutions Cleaner and Thinner. So I'm going to just, again, add a drop. I don't like to put too many drops on the felt because then it gets a little juicy, and thinner can get underneath the stencil and then will disturb the areas that I would like to keep white. So again, that's still a lot darker than the color I'm trying to achieve, so I'm going to take a couple more drops of thinner and be more precise of where I am putting my color. I think I'll also add a little bit more silver. I love the sizzling silver because you actually can, on the project it does look like it's sizzling. It's a beautiful metallic. I'm going to add a little gold. It's the cool thing about alcohol inks is you can just keep layering and layering, and they just kind of blend together. A little more thinner. There, I think that'll about do it. So the glossy paste really does act as a glossy paper. The inks do not soak in. The paste is non-porous. And as you can see, when I lift away my stencil, I have inked just where I wanted. And I can then slide that into the window of my creation and cut down the parts that I am not going to use. Dreamweaver's Color Solutions inks come in 14 colors and 2 different metallics, the Sizzling Silver and the Gold Star, the colors we use today. And this could be created with any color of your choice, not just the blue. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and look for a step-by-step tutorial also on my blog. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.